Hello, everybody's favorite paintbrush here. They'll never know. Looks so similar, they'll never know. And today we're playing EU4, except every 10 years I give one of the countries crippling depression and they will die. Basically, we're observing a very creative idea, I know. I mean, definitely not done by any other YouTuber, definitely not by the Papa, the Paintbrush, Durnil. I mean, I don't even know who that is. I mean, come on, seriously, me? Couldn't possibly know who that is, being an avid EU4 and other Paradox game player. And a cultured observer such as myself. Please notice me, Durnil. Anyway, we're just going to be observing, taking this for a try, something I wanted to, try out. I mean, I figure I've proven that I'm decent enough at the game to form Russia and Thanos land, if you haven't seen the last EU4 video. So I've proven, I've got my pride, I'm not completely bad at the game, so now I feel justified in observing it, and that's what we're gonna do today. As soon as I remember what the keys are to do the stuff. So anyway, every 10 years, the rule is every 10 years I'm going to basically find a list of countries online and I'm going to delete whatever is there. If there's a bunch of countries occupying that region, then I'm going to delete the biggest. So, that should be fun, and let's go ahead and get it started. Alright, well, the first country that we got is Saudi Arabia, which unfortunately we do not have a just flat-out Saudi Arabia type nation in this game. So we are kind of left to decide between what's kind of in this general area here, and I think I'm gonna go with Medina. So let's go ahead and ruin their day. Alright, well, our next target here is a pretty big one. I redid it, and this time we got Turkey, and obviously the closest equivalent to Turkey in this game is the Ottomans, so yeah, okay, that's gonna be a pretty big impact on the rest of this, isn't it? Especially because it's like the Thanos thing, there are no natives in any of these places. So this is a complete power vacuum. I'm guessing Hungary or Karaman's gonna take it up, but I'm not really sure what that means. That's pretty huge. Anyway, just as a quick checkup with how things have been going. Muscovy's been bullying Novgorod as usual. Ming has not fallen apart. Japan's still at war like it always is. It looks like the Mamluks might take advantage of this empty space. And I'd say that's about it. I will jump back in the next 10 years, or if something crazy happens. Alright, the next country is the Congo. Fortunately, they are an actual named country here, so this will be pretty easy. I'm gonna make an assumption on what their tag is, but I don't want to risk it. So there we go, Congo's gone. I'm not sure how big of an impact that's gonna have. Maybe some of these other tribes will be able to grow, like this one's got plenty of space. Tio there. As far as the Ottomans go, nobody's really reclaimed this space yet. And I'm not sure exactly what's going on right here. It's a Janissary regiment or something. I'm gonna pretend that I didn't see that. And it looks like Hungary might be having a really good game. But for now, onward. Alright, and the next country on the chopping block today is Bohemia. Give a round of applause to our friends here in Bohemia. Mr. Vladimir Zapotebrad, you have won a brand new non-existence! Yay! Serbia exists, and well, I mean, I don't even know why. I don't have a kebab to remove anymore. And we're back a year late because I was watching YouTube videos and didn't realize it ticked to 95 instead of 94. And our MVP that I was kind of expecting was gonna win or something, Hungary, is, yeah, There they go. I mean, I swear the Balkans are just getting eaten up. Alright, well, next on the list is Denmark, and that's gonna free up Sweden and Norway to kind of do their own thing for a while. So, goodbye Denmark, and are these guys free? They are free. Pretty sure Naj is gonna do very well. You know what? Actually, yeah, let's make them do very well. I'm just curious. Let's just see exactly what we can do with these guys here.
You know me, 15 minutes, I'm done.
There we go, that was a very responsible decision. I expect them to win the game now. The next installment of death comes to Estonia. In this game, it is the Livonian Orders. So there goes Liv. I have next to no doubt that Muscovy is going to take that land in a very short amount of time. Hoo boy! Next one is a biggin. I got United Kingdom of England and Ireland. And Ireland doesn't really exist as much anymore, so I can't make a case for Ireland. So England, your time on this video is about up. And that is crazy. And Scotland may have to be Britannia now. Alright, the next country we got was Thailand. And this is, at least Bangkok is right here. In the modern day. It's kind of, I think it's there. Ayutthaya. You be gone. Alright, the next one is Bahrain, owned by Hafsa. So we're gonna go ahead and annex them. And Saudi Arabia is really kind of getting yeeted on, and Yemen's actually taking land in Africa. I don't think I've ever seen that. Alright, next on the list was Nigeria, and the closest thing we really have to that right now is Benin. So, goodbye Ben. Alright, next on the list is Bangladesh, which we conveniently have as Bengal. So, tag Bengal, you are the lucky winner of today's death. Well, the next on the list is Armenia. And this country right, whoa, that was weird. This country right here owns the largest amount of Armenian provinces, so we're gonna take them out. But, you know, what is the word? I hesitate to say it, but I was thinking that, you know, maybe they'd be safe considering who's not here. I guess not. Alright, well, unfortunately, the one kind of native country that was hopefully going to do well, but just got eliminated is Cusco here. We got Peru, and I could technically kind of count either this one or this one. And as I said in the beginning, I have to go with the one that's more powerful, and I think we can kind of tell this one's more powerful, so fortunately, Cusco is gonna have to go. Next on the chopping block is Indonesia, and I'm not actually really all that sure what's been going on there. But I think I'm gonna go with the Pasai here on Java. And unfortunately, got a public service announcement for you, as your tag says. Ha ha ha. There we go. I don't know why that took me 3 tries. Alright, next on the chopping block is Guatemala, and that is kind of split between Tzotzil, I'm gonna make the assumption that that's correct, and Shorty. And once again, have to go with the more powerful, so Tzotzil is going to be non-existent real quick. There they go. Looks like the Chak de Mal could actually have a very good game, as could the Guamar, because they've had plenty of time to build up, and they're very far behind in tech, but they aren't that miserably far behind in tech. And the next one we got, oh man, I hate it, but I have to do it. And it came out of nowhere, and it's the really interesting thing about this is that the more land a country takes, the easier it is for them to get deleted here. And the biggest example of that right now is Aragon, who just got wiped out because they own Tunis. Oh man, goodbye Aragon. I didn't even realize that was a thing that could happen. Next on our hit list is Transoxiana getting knocked out after, what was it, Uzbekistan being called up. So that's a big gap in Central Asia there that I imagine Russia, maybe Uzbek and Perm will fill. But I really think that it's just going to add to the power of Russia, though it's going to add like 5 more countries that could be called that could wipe them out. Alright, well, now it's 1634, and next one, unfortunately, is Mali, probably the biggest African nation that there was in the game. Guess up until then. Now it's up to Timbuktu, I suppose, to kind of take the wheel, or Warsangali. I've never even seen that country before. Ah man, this time it was a small one. Bosnia.
I'm sorry, little one.
We got another country that I like, Poland. Poland is such sweet sorrow. I'm sorry, Poland. I'm sorry. That time Imereti, which was right here, got wiped out in place of Georgia, because this is kind of where Georgia is. And now Russia is pretty much dominating Lithuania, poor Lithuania here, and that's all that's blocking him from getting here to the rest of Europe. So I'm pretty sure Russia's going to win this game, that's my bet. Right, the second to last one that's going to get wiped out is Yemen. That one was pretty much direct, and there they go. I guess it's up to Warsangali now to, I guess, control East Africa. And the final country that is getting wiped out, at least, on this great game through play I can English to speak, the Netherlands, the Weed Boys, the Stoners, the Woodshoes people, they're gone. I tagged over to Russia for a bit just to kind of see how it was that they were growing so quickly, and that's actually because of their Siberian frontier mechanic, which means that they don't actually have any colonists at all. It's entirely a Siberian thing because of this little tiny land border right there. And these are all technically connected to their capital. They're able to take all of that land pretty much for free. So that's how that's been happening. Alright, well I think we're going to call it here in 1700 just because unfortunately I just don't have the time to keep going, but we will take a good look at what's left of the world. Oh, that's a pretty looking hat there. Actually kind of a very disturbing looking hat, but anyway. Let's look at the great powers first. We've got France, followed by Russia, Castile, Ming, Portugal, Bomana, Scotland, and Australia. And hey, I was right, Scotland did make it into the top. I mean, granted, they do have a pretty good bit of that, but they never really got into England as much as I think they should have. Russia almost certainly would have taken the rest of this land, though the French probably would have gotten some of it as well. They also just won a war against Lithuania, and that's a pretty heinous border, but I'm sure Russia would have taken care of them eventually. The Ming didn't do anything. Korea, after it got that land, didn't do much. Looks like the Spanish were about to take advantage of this, and maybe these guys had done a bit. I honestly can't fully tell. Same thing with Indonesia, had some of those powers taking it over, and got pretty much Mexico forming. With only one more of these guys left. Plenty of colonization along here, but almost, very surprisingly, almost nothing along this entire coastline. Except for what's up here that's Scottish and then the Portuguese stuff. Most of South America's Portuguese. Africa's pretty empty except for the Portuguese and Spanish. So yeah, I'd say that was a very interesting video. I can see why Durnil does it and why people... maybe not why people watch it. I mean, I don't know why I watch it. But... I can see why he does it. It's kind of fun to do it this way. They'll have to find better ways to do it. I mean, obviously it wasn't perfect. But I might do more observation type games. So I've got all the big Paradox games, Stellaris, Eu4, CK2, and Hoi4. don't have Imperator, and don't really plan on getting it, but I've heard it's not very good, so I think that's okay. But if you've got an AI-only type thing that you want to watch there, because it's a bit easier for me to do that than to actually play through, just due to my limited schedule. So if you got a suggestion for that, I'll almost certainly listen to you, and I'll most likely do it. So, I mean, come on. If you want to get your idea out in a YouTube video, just say something. I'll do it. Bet. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did. And, yeah, thanks for watching again. This took way too long to record, and I will see